Hi, I'm Shannon Bingham. I am here today with an amazing human that is, I'm proud to call one of my friends. This is Maggi Thorne. Hi, Maggie.
Shannon.
Girl, it's nice to see you.
Sorry, we actually don't usually shake hands like that. Like, this isn't, we're just like,
Yes, it's the mad, yes, I
Here's
love
Shannon.
it. Kicking ass. So we are really excited to talk to her today because she is moving and shaking in our community, and it's so much fun to have her on because you, my dear, not only are a ninja warrior, but you're also a CSO of a company here in town. So first, let's talk about your ninja warrior stuff because that's always fun.
all right, well, I mean, whether we're taking on obstacles in the workforce or obstacles on the course, happy to talk about either. A Ninja Warrior, I just competed on my 9th season, so I was very excited. Went to Vegas. It'll air this June or July, we never know. But you can count on some airtime, and it was really great. I can't tell how I did officially.
Yes.
And then in a couple weeks, I'm actually competing for Red Bull. I'm one of 30 global competitors now as a part of the competition. So I'll be down in San Antonio, and it's like ninja, CrossFit, high rocks. So I'm going back to my early days of lifting heavy things and running really fast.
That's so
except
awesome.
now I'm about to be 45. So, but I still love it. I think you should challenge yourself in every
Yes.
area of your life and push past what you think your limits are. And so it's something that even though I'm about to be 45, I was like, yeah, I absolutely want to take on the unknown and just put one foot in front of the other. And will I compete against people that are 20 years younger than me again? Absolutely, and I'm excited about it.
Well, it's the same with pageantry too. I went in at 46, and there's a lot of people that are younger than me.
Girl, you are not 46.
Well,
Stop lying,
I'm 48
Pinocchio.
now, so
Oh my
that's
gosh. Hold on, skincare routine needed right now.
That's fine. Thank you. But you and I both know that that's a mindset, and that's something that we have to really train ourselves in as well to have the confidence and the production to be able to put this together. So tell me how you prep for these things.
Yeah, it's really the little things and being really intentional and doing those well. And I was just talking to my son about this last weekend. He was a little nervous before he was competing, and he's like, I haven't felt well. And I looked at him and I said, what am I about to say to you? He goes, it's just excuses. And I said, yeah, that's right, absolutely. And the winners, they don't just show up for when they win. They know how to win when they don't feel well, when it's a hard day. And so the most difficult days to train are the ones that are the hardest and to show up at your best. And that's something where I brought that mindset. Even when I did Mrs. International, I remember it was our final rehearsal. We had been at it, which I'm sure you understand, 6 hours, 8 hours. And everyone else sat down and I stayed standing, and I mean, I looked a little silly, but it was me and one other girl, and they're like, you guys can sit down. I was like, no, I'd rather actually just stay in this mindset. And interestingly enough, I ended up being able to have the responsibility of Mrs. International, and then she was first runner-up, and we were the last two that were standing at rehearsal, and I was like, you know what, that's really a commitment of our ethic. And I remember when we had our top 5 question, and they asked everyone, how are you doing? What's going on? You know, I'm great, blessed, which is wonderful. And they said, Maggie, how are you this evening? And I looked at the audience and I said, prepared. And so that's exactly what I was, is showing up in every scenario and being prepared and ready to walk into it. And that's where I love pressure. And you heard me at the conference when they said, who loves tension? And I was like,
me, let's go.
Yeah, why? Well, because think about all the wonderful things that are formed in tension. The most beautiful art. I'm not saying I'm a work of art, but hold on. But that's really where we get to get shaped. And formed and put ourselves under the test of fire.
You are a work of art.
You just call me every morning. And you're going to call me and tell me I'm a work of art.
Hype girl.
I got it right back. Give me some hair lessons, all right?
Stop, your hair looks awesome. No, it's so great though that you are able to bring this to people and to be able to actually coach people and speak all over the country, yes?
Yes, I'm very grateful for that opportunity. It was something at an early age, at 17. Actually, a teacher in high school gave me a chance to speak at a national conference.
Wow.
And I didn't know what it meant in my life at that time, and really God just planting something there that, hey, I think this is going to be a part of your future. And I went into a career for 10 years that was very back end, not forward facing, building multi-million-dollar construction projects. And then when I decided to become outward facing, and really felt that call on my life to build people and not buildings. I mean, pageantry was my path there to essentially learn how to do makeup, maybe hair, that's debatable. And then being able to be a public advocate, and that's really what it's about. If we can get on a stage and inspire someone else, even if we never see it, right? being able to do public speaking or book, it's an oven.
And the ripple effect.
Yeah, it's not a microwave event, and I always have to ask myself, who's my one? I mean, there could be an event with thousands of people, which is fine, but I want to really make sure at every single event there's at least one person that I'm incredibly intentional with. So
Yes.
I say, okay, God, who's my one?
I love it.
And so being able to do that from that capacity and then being able to turn it into what I do now as a CSO career pathway, advocating for really the underserved, the underrepresented, bringing digital equity within the workforce, making those connections, and workforce development is really community building.
Yes. And you're on fire with this right now with this career pathway. So tell me a little bit about what that looks like for, first of all, let's start with the segment, the K through 8 or K through 12, right? So what does that look like for someone that's in school? Because you also do the adults as well. But what does that look like?
Yeah, careerpathway.com, it's not just a job board, it's a workforce ecosystem. Now, our niche is K through 12, but we really serve the whole workforce life cycle, connecting talent with opportunity.
I love
now,
that.
for the education system, what you just talked about, it's press and play curriculum tool for teachers, educators, counselors, mentors in real time to introduce the workforce experience to someone that is wanting to learn about manufacturing, healthcare, military, I mean, you name it, IT. And they can do it all within one centralized platform.
Wow.
Now, the digital equity piece is one of my favorite parts. 66% of our reach is rural. So being able to bring those opportunities to students in areas that it's very difficult for companies to make their way out there. And yet, here we are as a platform that we make it possible to reach thousands on a state level and a national level. We're actually in 49 states.
Oh my goodness.
To be able to really connect those opportunities with talent and not just build a state, but build a community.
That's beautiful. And as a kid that was from a rural area, it is awesome to be able to break open those areas to show them what's possible.
Look at you now.
So, I mean, well, and I do attribute a lot of what I am to my rural upbringing because the grounding that happens there and the things that I've seen, you know, really early on really helped to propel me where I'm at. But,
Did you grow up on a farm?
well, an acreage, but I was around a lot of farmers.
Okay,
so
okay.
yeah.
Checks out.
Yep. So put me on a hay bale, I'll be fine.
The work ethic, though.
Right.
You should do Red Bull.
I should.
Do you want to come?
Oh my gosh, girl. I will consider it. I will consider it. I can't even imagine. But that's exciting. And it's, you know, my dad started running marathons when he was in his 60s.
Bless his heart.
So honestly, I have that in me to watch my parents and watch my parents. My mom works 2 jobs and she's nearly 70 now. So I mean, we just have that in us and we have that drivers. And not everybody has that driver. So how do you talk to somebody that maybe needs a little bit of an extra push into the workforce or as they're going into, you know, their career pathway? What is some things that we can maybe implement into them?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it has to be a personal choice. I don't think there's any way I can actually push anyone into anything because then it won't be their choice by nature. But I can create opportunity and connection. And regardless of what I've done, any endeavor, whether Mrs. International, American Ninja Warrior, working for Nebraska Athletics Department, I've just always really wanted to create that opportunity and give a chance to equip them, empower them, and encourage them. And that's been my life umbrella for a long time. So to be able to do that within this ecosystem of workforce development tool, it's really exciting. I'm very passionate about it personally.
And we love it.
And I'm also moderately distracted by a very adorable dog in the background. And to be super honest, I'm very much just like, I'm like, bring that dog to this interview.
Yes, I love it.
But it's just really exciting. And so if I can say, hey, this is out here for you.
Yes.
And I mean, that first step for them is really self-limiting beliefs. And I can't do anything about that either. That has to be their own choice. Now, if they want to come ask questions, then I'm available. So that's the next thing I can do is can I be available? Can I be a mentor? Can I put myself in a position to say, yeah, I'm happy to give you advice and pay it forward? And I've had a lot of very great mentors in my life. I'm very blessed in that aspect where they've made themselves available. They've always speak very directly, truthfully.
That's really important.
No nonsense. they're not here to hurt feelings, and I'd say that was really important for me. And so when someone wants to ask me questions in that capacity, I just let them know, like, I'm going to be really direct with you. Are you ready for that? Because that has to be their first level of commitment too.
Yeah, and it's nice to open that door to say, here, I'm about to give you some really good stuff. Are you ready to receive it? It puts them in a different mindset just a little bit. So that's good.
Well, and even challenge them if that's what they're really up for. Sometimes people say they want something, and I say, do you really know what that takes?
Yeah.
And these are the parts of it, and this is the reality. Because you're not just saying yes to the opportunity, you're saying yes to all the small things.
Yep.
Because ultimately, you have to say yes to you. People will tell you no. The world will tell you no. You will tell you no.
Yep.
But you say yes to you.
That's so good. That's such great advice. And it really does open up so many doors when you do begin it. And it just continues to open up when you do give yourself that latitude.
They may not open. You might be in there kicking them down, breaking them down.
That's true. So, and you're also a mom, and you've spoke a little bit about let's talk about your kids for a minute.
How many kids do you think I have? I love this question. Sometimes people try to give me more. They're like, you have 10 kids, right? I'm like, whoa,
children.
Stop this.
Yes. So, and I believe you have three. Yep.
Yeah, you
I know.
did.
I'm like, I've met some, so I'm really excited for you to.
I have 3 kids. I have a 19-year-old son who's running at Oklahoma State.
That's awesome.
Doing great. He's having a good time as a freshman. And
love that.
Coming from being a Nebraska Husker, I mean, I got a full ride to run at Nebraska for track and field. It wasn't, my dream for him was for him to have the recruiting experience I did, that someone saw worth in him and wanted to make an investment, and for him that was Oklahoma State. So it's great. We just saw him run in Arkansas.
Oh wow!
It's a nice town. The coaching program is really phenomenal. And then my daughter Fiona, she's at Papio South, and then I volunteer coach once a week in the spring just to stay involved with the program and do something that my heart just loves, to volunteer and being around student athletes. And it's a little different. It's a different day and age,
Yes, it is.
And then my youngest, she's 14, and she decided to do track and field as well.
Nice.
And I never thought she would, and so it's been really great to see her.
That's exciting.
Find and discover that part of her, which she had to do on her own. And then I've let each of the kids really have their journey. Like, they didn't have to run track. I actually tried to push them. I would say I did try to push them into the arts.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we think we love sports. I'm like, okay, I did my best.
Perfect.
Yeah, but we love the arts and cooking, and although we're really active, I would say our leisurely bike ride, we have come to find out, is not leisurely to other people. So we do give them a fair warning of Team Thorne.
That's awesome. They go full speed ahead.
You say awesome now, but
yes, don't put me on a bike by you.
We're going slow.
So one of the things that we talk about on the show is balance. So tell me a little bit about what you do to create balance, or if you even believe in balance.
Oh, I 100% believe in balance. And I don't know if I say that you have to create versus it's something very strategic.
Yeah.
And that I had to learn through my own hard lessons. I had a brain injury on American Ninja Warrior. I had fully retired from the show, retired from speaking. Sports in general, I'd left all my clients at the time and went through a period of a year where it was really quiet, and I had to learn the hard way. It was really a gift for me, though, in terms of being able to say, hey, if you don't do it, the hand that feeds you will force it. And it has just turned out to be one of those things where I know how to say no, but you have to have a hard no to have a better yes.
Oh, yes.
And so everyone thinks I'm very extroverted. It's not true. I'm a pretty quiet soul. Shocker. And so that's something where I've leaned more into my natural self as an omnivert / amnivert, whatever they want to call it now, where I'm outward facing, but then I really go home and recharge. And I like the quiet and go on lots of bike rides.
A little more peace.
And my pink beach cruiser.
Oh, hey, I love that.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, so you have dropped so many good nuggets today, and the place, the careerpath.com.
Careerpathway.com.
Careerpathway.com. Careerpathway.com.
I mean, we have both domains. It's fine.
See, that's what you do. You buy them all. So, but it's really important that people really jump on there and support that. And not only are you doing these things, but you're also in the community. And you've been around a lot of our charities that are in the actual city of Omaha. So what are some of your favorites that you've linked with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very passionate about Girl Scouts. I was a Girl Scout growing up. We launched a bow patch that encouraged entrepreneurship, encouragement, empowerment So long time Girl Scout on my honor.
I love it.
And so being able to centralize myself around things that and really empower youth
Yes.
and women. Innocence Freed, Julie Schrader, another one. Really being able to empower women that are overcoming a number of obstacles
Yes. That's
in
a
their
great one
life
as well.
and moving on. And then Teammates. I mean, Teammates is such a great program. The one-to-one mentorship, mentoring for me personally, being mentored by so many people. I'm very
necessary.
grateful, and so being able to have that next one. And I'm very passionate about supporting boards and committees for education.
Great.
And so whether that's helping support the College of IS&T for their technical programs as a part of their steering committee, or the Omaha Public Schools Workforce Committee. So I do believe in workforce and economic development, and what we need to do starts right here with right now. And so if I truly believe in a policy, then I want to be at the ground level, supporting those programs, empowering those programs, and then helping the women and youth connect with those opportunities. Now, it is going to be up to them if they decide to do it. And then I can't stop this interview without saying Project Intentional.
Yes, I was going to say, that's where I saw you.
I was like, wait, I'm
Great.
sorry, Sasha. I'll get it.
Yeah.
I think I joke about that. You know, and what she's doing, and for her, it really is. It's just love. And so I love that and her soul heart behind that. And being able to come alongside her at a couple of her initiatives. And I wouldn't even say alongside. She is so
She's a
out
force.
there and like, what do you need?
Yep.
Put me where
Put
you
me in,
need to
coach.
be. Yeah, and that's really great. And that's a tangible way that if we're really passionate about something, if something fires us up, one way or the other, I think if we truly believe about it, or truly believe in it, then we should be engaged in it.
I love that. Careful, Maggie, your passion is showing, very shining today. Like, I love that for you, and I love that you are just...
It's the pants.
It's the pant. I know, we're both in leather today. We did not call each other.
I know.
So, but I just so appreciate your heart and your intention in the city and what you're doing for kids and adults and what you're doing for the careers coming into people. I'm so excited to see what you do in the next few years and to watch the show that you're going to be on.
Yeah, tune in, NBC, this summer.
So how can they connect with you?
Yeah, absolutely. They can reach me, Maggie, at careerpathway.com, or find me on social media. I do love to connect with people at NBR_GVUP. Never give up.
Oh, I love that. I always wondered what that stood for. Like, thank you for
Never
saying
give
that.
up. Yeah.
Never give up.
The main never give up was taken, and people were like, you should change it. And I was like, no, this is what it is now. It's what people know it for, so I'm happy to keep it.
Well, Maggie Thorne, thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
on the
Shannon.
show, and we appreciate your time today.
It's my pleasure.
We'll see you guys soon. Thank you for joining us.